All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. All right, double honors is due unto the elders, which are the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well, that taught me this truth. All right, peace and blessings to the whole for the elect. Honor brother Qadar Malak, want to bring out another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, may it be edifying to the elect. And this is something just real quick that was on my spirit, to bring out. All right, for you younger brothers, man. Okay. The scripture says, seek not out things that are above thy strength. Okay? You younger brothers that's coming up in the spirit, don't be seeking out things that are above your strength, man. The scriptures say when you come into this truth, you ought to come in like a babe. All right? Like a small babe, man, like a baby. All right? So you deal with the milk. All right? You deal with the milk scriptures. All right, you get the basics down. All right, and then the spirit of habit where it gets to a point. All right, where you're starting to get a little heavier off into the scriptures. Okay, but you brothers who been in this thing for a year, or you might have been listening for a year or 2 years. All right, maybe even 3 years, man. Because I'm not gonna say how long I've been around with the spirit, but that don't really matter. All right, but I'm still considered a babe. All right, and hell with it, I say it's been about 6 to 7 years, man. And of course, I'm still a babe, for sure. All right, I always have to go back and exercise the basics of this thing. All right, but don't seek out things that are above thy strength. All right, if there's certain scriptures you don't know, of course you ask for, you seek the knowledge and wisdom from an elder brother. A brother that's more seasoned with the scripture. All right, but after you learn that scripture, let the scripture marinate. Because you've been and did a lesson and you ain't really break it down all the way. All right, or you ain't break it down all the way right or correctly. You were just, you felt like you learned it. All right, and then when you go to do your lessons, you everywhere with it, man. All right, so don't seek out things that are above your strength, man. Do what the Lord, deal with what the Lord gave you through the Spirit. You don't have to go deep into all these deep breakdowns and all that. Trying to sound like you know it all. It ain't what this thing about. This thing is about growth. You should be growing. And you start off as a child. All right. You start off as a babe, as the scripture say, and you deal with the milk. Okay. But those heavy scriptures, those meat scriptures, all right, are for men who's been around. Like our apostles on down, all right? Our apostles of Great Millstone on down. Those are well-seasoned men who can really break these things down. And in the elders and bishops that are under them through the Spirit, all right? So, if something is too heavy for you, that ain't nothing you should seek out. Or maybe you don't have the proper understanding all the way. Some things take time. Some things you just gotta, you gotta give it a little time, You keep so like let me turn the wipers off. You just keep you keep studying and show that self-approval, and then over time, it'll come to you. Certain things may lock in, and other things may not lock in as well. So you always have to go back and double back and sharpen yourself on it. Okay, but if it's something that's too deep for you, just leave it alone. The spirit of habit, where the Lord may open you up to it, But if it's too much, you don't have to seek out for it, man. Now you're trying to break it down at camp, and you all over the place, and you're not just doing it, the proper way. Some things take time. So that really about does it through the Spirit. All right, this is just something real quick, just something on my mind. I just wanted to put out through the Spirit. All right, for younger brethren, and brothers, brothers who may be, older in the spirit and who's struggling with that also. You pray for the knowledge of wisdom and understanding. Pray that the Lord, he parts it to you. And sometimes it takes time, to really receive it. Some certain things may take time for you to receive it as well as another brother. All right, because when we go out and we do these breakdowns and we're teaching and we're doing lesson, we want to make it plain. Scripture say to make it plain upon tables. We want to make the thing plain, So, you know, always remember that. All right. So, you know, that about does it. All right. Lord willing, you know, you brothers was edified real quick through the Spirit. All right. Until next time, all praise and glory be due unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Kakodash. I'm going to say Shalom.